Hey y'all. So let's get into the Hebrews chapter 4 breakdown. So of course we're starting with the chapter context. So chapters 1 and 2 explain how Messiah could not be an angel, but had to be human in order to become an example and the captain of our salvation. Chapter 3 describes Jesus as worthy of greater glory than Moses. Since Jesus fulfilled the promises Moses only spoke of, chapter 4 will continue to place Jesus as a higher example than Old Testament figures, including Joshua. This chapter bridges the focus of Hebrews from our need to hold fast in faith to Jesus' status as our ultimate high priest. So let's go ahead and get into this breakdown. Hebrews chapter 4 echoes a theme common to other portions of the New Testament. In other epistles, Paul counters various false teachers who claim that Christians have permanently missed out on some aspect of their Christian experience. Often, this was a claim that Jesus' second coming had already occurred. 2 Thessalonians 2, 1-3, 2 Timothy 2, 17 through 18. In chapter 3, the writer of Hebrews wanted the readers to not miss out on the rest offered by God due to disobedience. Hebrews 3:12-13. Here he seems to be reassuring those same readers that the opportunity to obtain this rest has not passed them by. Hebrews 4:1. Chapter 3 focused on Israel's failure to trust God at the border of Canaan. This disobedience was inspired by a lack of faith in God. Fear over the task at hand caused Israel to stumble. As a result, an entire generation was condemned to wander the desert rather than enter the promised land. Numbers 13-14, chapter 13-14. The point made in chapter 3 is that disobedience led to a loss of inheritance. This is not about loss of salvation. Israel was not sent back to Egypt, rather they missed out on the greater reward. This difference is also found elsewhere in the New Testament, where peace with God leading to salvation. Romans 5 for chapter 5 verse 1, there we go, is not the same as peace of God, which comes by obedience, and that's Philippians 4:6-8. It is also seen in the promise of Christ to save all those who come to him in faith. Joshua 6:39-40, even as he offers greater rewards to those who hold fast to their faith. Revelations 2:26-27. In this chapter, the writer points out once again that it was disobedience, not a deadline